Jason Crump is arguably the greatest Australian speedway competitor of all time. The 38-year-old superstar stands proud as the 3-times World Speedway champion, a statistic that no other rider in this country can claim. His father is 4-times national title holder Phil Crump, whilst his grandfather, the late Neil Street, was an Aussie barnstormer of the British tracks in the 50s and 60s. It was inevitable that Jason would follow in their tyre tracks. After starting off in junior sidewinders, it soon became obvious Jason was a chip off the old block. It didn't take long for Crump to win his first major Australian title when he took out the 1990 Australian Under-16 Championship. Jason was well on his way to international stardom, and the Northern Hemisphere was eager to see this exciting young talent with the famous Speedway surname in action.
Well, everybody knew Phil Crump, how good this man really was. So we eagerly awaited to see what Jason Crump could produce, his son. Well, we didn't have to wait very long. He signed with Peterborough in 1992, and from that point he became one of the stars of league racing, not only in England, but Poland and Sweden as well.
Jason was going places in a hurry and setting his sights higher with each season. His club form in the British League was exceptional, and this soon attracted the attention of league teams in countries such as Sweden and Poland. 1994 was the year that saw Jason Crump loom as our next big name international rider. He didn't have to wait long to fulfill those claims.
Well, 1995, a magnificent year for Jason Crump. The World Under-21 Championship. He won the first of 2 Australian titles, the first one at Gosford Speedway in New South Wales with a 15-point maximum. And that same year, he won the first of 5 Queensland Speedway Championships.
Crump was now ready to make his biggest impact on the international stage. He had ridden for Australia in test matches, and with 1 world title already under his belt, the senior championship was now fixed on his radar. His initial opportunity came in 1996 when he rode in the Speedway Grand Prix for the first time and roared into the headlines after he took out the British Grand Prix at London's Hackney Stadium. The boy from Mildura was now on a mission. He obviously had the talent to stamp his authority on international speedway bike racing.
Well, this was a magnificent performance from Jason Crump. 17 consecutive years riding in the Speedway Grand Prix. But even more impressive was the fact that for 10 years he was never off the podium, either a first, a second or a third.
Jason Crump showed what he was made of in the World Championship arena, and with this success came a remarkable run of consistency. For 10 consecutive years, he finished in the top 3 of the World Championship. By the time he won his first world title, he had already taken out the Tough British Elite League Riders' Championship twice, an event he was destined to win 4 times during his illustrious career. Jason had already helped Australia win the 1999 World Team Cup, our first since his dad was a part of that memorable Aussie team that lifted the trophy for the first time at White City Stadium in 1976. But more history awaited the incredible Jason Crump.
In that second spot, Safe-Footed Off has got third at the expense of Lindgren. We're into the last lap now. Jason Crump closing in on the 2009 world title. He is now going into turns 3 and 4. His pit crew believe, he believes, he is heading for glory. And Jason Crump once again is on top of the Speedway world.
Well, you can argue, is Jason Crump the greatest Australian Speedway rider we've ever seen? The answer is yes, by virtue of his 3 World Speedway Championship victories.
By 2012, Jason Crump had done it all and won it all. His incredible race record will clearly stand the test of time. In addition to his success in the 1995 Australian Championship, he won the national title again in 2007. After that particular win, the following 5 years were again very successful for the Mildura motorcycle marvel. But Jason knew by the end of 2012 he was ready for retirement.
The most important factor of any sportsman is to know when to retire, when to get out. And Jason Crump retired still at the top of his game, still riding in the Speedway Grand Prix. He will always be remembered as a champion of the highest calibre.